What's up, people? It's your boy KR086. I know it's been a minute. Since I did any kind of video. Okay, I haven't posted a video in probably a month or so because of the fact that I've been busy. I've been busy. Busy door dashing, busy working, busy trying to make sure my car's all good, and just I haven't been inspired to make any videos. However, I do need to say some things. First and foremost, I did do a few little extra things recently. If you must know, I finally rebuilt my old PC, if I haven't told y'all already. Have new motherboard, new PSU, what else? I mean, pretty much that's it. Oh yeah, an AIO for it and a whole new case for it. So basically the only things that are still from the original is the RAM, the SSD, and the CPU and the GPU. Okay, I do need to I do need to upgrade that 1660 Super because it only has 6 gigabytes of RAM, but hey, it works properly. And I also installed Linux on it, so Linux Mint, if I remember correctly. So there's that. So I do need to do more things on it. All I need to do at this point, if I want to keep it within my budget, probably get a new webcam for it so I can do more videos on that. And microphone, or a better headset, because I got a Razer headset that I'm not fond of. Like, I got the Razer Barracuda the last time I was at Micro Center, which I'll tell you about that visit later. I got a Razer Barracuda headset, and while it does have microphones, but it doesn't have like an actual dongle microphone. It uses like this whole little microphone thing, and I would use it to like kind of stream, because I kind of want to go back to streaming again. But I haven't streamed in at least 3 months, at least 2 months or so. Yeah, I kind of just the sound quality is kind of off, and for some reason I can't stop the microphone from working, even when I have it muted or something like that. I can still hear it and all that stuff, and y'all might be able to still hear like dual, me talking doubly in a way. Other than that, I did do something else. So that was all the work on my old PC that was done with a trip to Micro Center like maybe a month ago. So I already had that taken care of a month ago. But the other thing I decided to do was change up the motherboard on this one, on my main PC. Instead of having a B850M Micro XT motherboard, I decided to go ahead and get basically the exact same brand, full brand, like ASRock Riptide motherboard, but this time the X870 variant. So I have a full ATX motherboard, which allows me to actually use the little figurine that came with the AIO that I had. So I can actually put it on there. It's not like super crunched up in there, which I'm happy about. I love the fact that I have a lot more space, and it seems to do, even though technically switching out a motherboard wouldn't like update, improve like frames. Somehow my frames got improved by like maybe about 5 or 10 frames. So there's that. But yeah, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff right now. But the biggest thing I really want to talk about, besides the recent PC situations, is this. Like, half the reason why I've been busting my butt in order to get my car fixed and, you know, bust my butt to like work and all that stuff is because I want to I want to move all of my like stuff from PlayStation to my PC. So that means I need a lot more space. Therefore, I'm going to need to get like a new. I need to set up my other server that I've been working on also. And I need to get a lot more, a lot more storage space for that, for like buying games and stuff. Like I really want to just I really want to take all the games that I have on my PS5 and get them on PC, which would involve me spending a lot of money because I want to play video games. Don't get me wrong. I still intend to keep my PS5. However, with the way with the way Sony has decided they're going to not just go full digital and not have physical games, I don't trust Sony anymore. Let's just be honest. I really don't. And that's saying a lot given that I've had all 5 PlayStation consoles. I have all 5 PlayStation consoles in my house as we're talking, okay? I have my PS5 hooked up and I have my PS3 hooked up. I could easily take my PS4 out and hook that back up. I've been a PlayStation fan for most of my life. There were a couple of times where I just kind of wiggled out, like around the time the Xbox 360 came out. They had Blue Dragon. I want to play that game. I decided to get an Xbox 360 instead of a PlayStation 3 at first. But now I have a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360. It's funny how I went from Xbox 360. I bought the Xbox 360, got a Wii, traded in for a Wii because I didn't want to keep paying Xbox Live just to watch Netflix on my Xbox because that's all I was doing at the time. Got a Wii, and it was like, okay, this Wii, I love it and all that stuff, but I kind of want to like actually play legitimate video games again. Let me go ahead and get a PlayStation 3. So it's weird. I got a 360 only to like eventually trade it in for a Wii to trade that in for a PlayStation 3. And then I kept the PlayStation 3. I'm a PlayStation fanboy. However, yeah, PlayStation is just constantly still taking the L in this whole, hey, we're going to go digital only because that's what y'all want. That's what you want. And yeah, granted, I have downloaded a lot more games and get physical copies just because of the fact that it was convenient for me. And I have no problem with digital releases, but I like to have the option to get the physical disc if I can. Physical copies. Just because I'm buying digital doesn't mean that I'm not going to try to get a physical every once in a while, especially when it comes to like collector's editions. Like I have the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth collector's edition that came with a steel book case for the game. It came with the actual case for the game. I think it came with a CD. I could be wrong. Of the music for the game, and it definitely came with my Sephiroth figure, which I enjoy, and I have it on top of my bookcase. Oh, top of one of my bookcases. So like I think that's what Sony's kind of like not really catching on. We like collecting things. We like having that little piece of history on our shelves. Like again, and some of us can only buy a game when it's on sale or something like that. Like I know that's my thing. I usually buy a game when it's on sale. So and usually the better sell is digital. I'm not gonna lie about that. However, there is also a particular situation in which I will get a physical copy of something. I will get the collector's edition. Hell, if there was a collector, if I had the money at the time, I would have gotten the collector's edition of Metaphor ReFantasio. I love that game. Oh, or I would have, or you know, now that I've played through the game of uh Expedition 33, I would get a collector's edition of that. At least that one was cheaper. But anyways, and I intend to get the collector's edition of Final Fantasy 7. What was it? Retribution. Revelations. Yeah, I intend to get the collector's edition of that. But if the collector's edition, if there's no physical copy for that, I'm gonna have to bow out. Like, in fact, I should look up the collector's edition. Hold on. Yeah, in all honesty, if Final Fantasy Revelation actually has the collector's edition, I will get the collector's edition for sure. But as it stands now, like, PlayStation isn't going to get my money for that game. I'm going to probably get it for my PC. Like, because I've been putting a lot of funds into getting a PC, to making my PCs, learning everything about PCs and servers, and heck, I want to actually do a home lab and get my own little server rack that has all the stuff and media. Ooh, I can't wait. But I'm just gonna have to hold. I'm just gonna have to hold off on whether or not I'm going to uh get a collector's edition. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold off on whether or not I'm gonna get a collector's edition until Square Enix decides, and Square Enix is probably waiting on Sony to finally make a decision. Smarten up and shut the fuck up about like just having all digital. People like having options. Now, granted, when it comes to PCs, most gaming PCs these days don't even have a dedicated CD, DVD, Blu-ray drive on them anymore. You have to go out and get like a external one nowadays. Hell, one of the reasons why I've been making some of my older PCs into servers is because of the fact that, especially the one I'm working on, is because of the fact that it actually has a DVD-R disk drive. So that I know for a fact works. So I want to put that in there so I can like easily put all my DVDs, at least, maybe not my Blu-rays, but at least my DVDs can get put onto my server and go into my Jellyfin thing that I'm building. Heck, I just recently found like one of my previous a full season of Comrade Gaim that I had downloaded through certain methods, and I was able to put it on my Jellyfin, which I'm happy about. However, this is years and years ago, so I don't want to get in trouble for it. But like, this is when things were a lot simpler. It was a simpler time. Anywho, but regardless, no, it's just I like physical copies, and again with my like Kamen Rider Gaim, hey, I will still buy the physical release of Kamen Rider Gaim if I could get one that actually has English subtitles in America. If they have it, I'll buy it. It's the reason why I'm trying to. I'm gonna put some money aside so I can get the English subtitle release of Kamen Rider Geats and Kamen Rider X8 if they have it, or Kamen Rider 01, because I actually did like Kamen Rider 01. So it's not a the thing about how I wouldn't, if I could find it for free, I would just get it for free and not like buy the game. I would literally buy the game or buy whatever media, and I would still put it on a separate server that I can always access at any given time. Because this idea that when we spend money to buy a product, okay, whether it be physical or digital, and it being more of a rental, like, look, it's one thing if I'm renting a game, okay, digitally. Like, if I'm only paying like about, I don't know, $6 to play a game for a few months, cool. I don't mind that. But if I'm spending $60, I'm expecting, if I'm spending 60 to 70 to upwards of $80 to purchase a game digitally, I should actually own that particular copy. I should never be able, I should be able to hold on to it forever. I should be able to do with it whatever the fuck I please. As long as I'm not fucking up the actual, like, I'm not taking it, building a whole new thing and trying to sell it off as my own. Yeah, I should be able to do everything except for that. That's how it's worked when it comes to video games for the longest period of time. The real reason why Sony doesn't want us to do physical media is because they want you to bow down to their overlords. Bow down to them as there is your new overlords or some shit like that. That's how I see it. Okay, so yeah, Sony, you're not really getting any more money out of me. I'm going to turn on my PS5 every once in a while here and there to play a video game, that I've already bought, but I'm not paying for PlayStation Plus no more. Okay, even though my friends want me to get PlayStation Plus again so I can actually play some games with them online, I refuse to do it. I refuse. Like, literally every game that I've already bought, hey, guess what? That's the games I'm going to re-download if I can and play those until I can find a way to get the PC versions. I already got the Cyberpunk game. I already got Cyberpunk 2077 on my PC. I recently downloaded Final Fantasy the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy because it was on sale. I have Final Fantasy 7 Remake integrated on my PC. I bought that like a while back, before all this, you know. I have Tekken 8. I could easily download I don't easily download it where winds meet, so I don't need to worry about that. And I have most of the Borderlands except for Borderlands 4 on my PC. I could easily download it from Steam. There's a few things on Steam that I could easily buy that I may not be able to buy exactly right now because I don't have the money for it. Like, I'm more focused on trying to get my my car taken care of. But hey, I'm just saying, Sony, you screwed up. But anyways, it's your boy KR086. It's been about 20 minutes since I made for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you got to the end of this.